Now let us see what is pressure. Pressure is nothing but the ratio of force upon area. It means what? Force is applied on a particular area. So the ratio is the pressure. Then let us see how does air exert pressure. The continuous physical force exerted on an object or against when something comes in contact with it is called as pressure. Air pressure helps the leaves of the trees, banners of flags to flutter when wind is blowing. So in this particular picture, what we can see is the region of high pressure and low pressure. So let us see where does high pressure and low pressure takes place. When the warm air rises, that particular place is taken by the cool air, and hence the region has high pressure. On the other hand, when the warm air just rises, before the cool air takes the place, that particular region is something which is called as a low pressure area. Let us see the importance of air pressure. If we talk about low pressure, air rises from the surface, moisture in the air cools as it rises, and condensation and precipitation can result. And when we talk about the high pressure, air sinks toward the surface, air warms up and becomes drier. Sunny, dry weather often results. Importance of air pressure. Air pressure has lot many importance in the field of science, as it creates wind, it influences weather, and it is very helpful in weather forecasting, the meteorological department. Now let us brief the concept of high speed winds, which is very important. The very important statement of the chapter is what? High wind speed are always accompanied by reduced air pressure. So we know that air moves from the region where the air pressure is high to the region where the air pressure is low. Air expands on heating. For this, I'll give a very simple example. Like what happens? It happens because the particles of air, on becoming warm, move away from each other and take up more space. So we can say that air occupies more space. Since the particles move away from each other, the air becomes less dense and lighter in weight. Flow of air. When the speed of the wind increases, it lowers down the air pressure. Therefore, we can say that air flows from a region of high pressure to low pressure. Let us see about the speed of air or the speed of winds. The speed of air or winds depends upon the difference between the pressure of two regions. If the difference between the pressure increases, the speed of the air also increases. In this particular picture, what you can see is something is burning, and when the smoke rises up, we can see that the smoke is going in different regions. This happens why? Because we know that air expands on heating. This is the best example to show that air expands on heating. Why does smoke move in the upward direction? Just now we saw regarding something was burning and the smoke was everywhere. So why does the smoke move in upward direction? The answer is quite easy, because smoke is what? It is hot air, and hot air is lighter, hence it moves in an upward direction. Now talking about the hot air and cold air, when the air is heated, it expands. As a result, it occupies more space and becomes lighter in weight. Therefore, we can say that warm air is light in weight and cold air is heavy. Let us see a very general phenomena already we had discussed in chapter number 5 regarding conduction, convection and radiation. So let us see how convection in air takes place. So when the hot air in a region rises up, the pressure becomes low in that region. As a result, the colder air fills its place, and this is how convection occurs in air. So here we can see a diagram depicting about the convection. So what happens over here is the sun is a hot object, and hence the sun warms the land, and ultimately which also warms the air. Then what happens is air warms, it becomes less dense, it goes up, that place is taken by the cool air, the cold dense air sinks, again the formation of winds is there, and the cycle continues. So let us see about a very important topic now, generation of wind currents due to uneven heating of the earth. So in this there are two situations. In the first one, what happens is uneven heating between the equator and poles causes the north south winds, and second condition is uneven heating of land and water causes monsoon winds on earth which brings rainfall.